Jordan, when people look and see you shoot, they see you hitting those three-pointers. Last year, you made a bunch early in the year, then I got a little tougher. This year, though, the change in my eyes is you're making them with people in your face. What's the difference between last year and this year?
I think a lot of it is just confidence, not only confidence in myself. I feel like I've always had that. I never really lacked confidence in my own play. But I think, too, is because I proved myself to, knock some down, the coaching staff has given me kind of the confidence and, for lack of a better word, the green light to go ahead and take some of those shots because I've proven to knock them down. And also, my teammates are doing great jobs finding me when I am open and putting me in the best positions that I like to score the ball. So that's been a big part too.
But time after time, those guys come out, they close out on you, and they've got a hand in your face, and that's incredible.
Yeah, I think on those type of plays, again, it just goes back to I'm just feeling confident, and it makes a big difference when you have confidence in yourself, but not only that, but your coaching staff and your teammates have confidence in you to knock those shots down too. I think that just makes all the difference.
We've talked time after time about your work ethic and being in the gym all summer and all that sort of thing, but how do you practice having somebody right there face guarding you basically and still hitting those shots? Can you practice that?
It's tough when you're by yourself to practice it. I think it just kind of goes back to getting in a habit of getting the shot off as quick as possible for me. That's kind of what I focus on when I'm here by myself, is just working on getting it to where that shot's up before really the hand is there. So that makes it a little easier, in a game-like situation. So
Jordan Lewis is our guest here on the HyVee Halftime Report, and as a shooter, you've got to have, we've talked about this before too, that shooter's mentality. When it doesn't go in, you change your thought process at all?
Not at all. My coach in high school used to say, if you miss three, the next three are going in. So that's kind of been something that stuck with me, and I just try to think of if I miss one, then the next one's going in, just on the law of percentages. So I just kind of keep shooting it.
Well, on the other range, and the reason I bring that up is because the other side of the coin is when you make one, you get so excited. What goes through your head when you see the ball go through?
Man, I can't really put myself in the situation right now because the past 2 years my teammates have teased me about it, and even people in class and that aren't on the team that watch the games, like, wow, you seem like a totally different person out there. You're not really that amped up. When I see you around campus, you're kind of more laid back and a mellow guy. But everyone's different when they set foot on the court. So
yeah, it's true though, isn't it? I mean, you can be a different person in athletics when you get on the playing field or on the court.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think to kind of go back to your question, when a shot, you see a bunch of shots go in and you're feeling confident, that just kind of comes out. You don't really think about it. You don't really think about holding yourself back. You're just you out there. So it's a good feeling though.
Outside of your shooting, in the 4 years you've been at Jewel, what skill do you think you've improved the most?
I would like to think my decision making. I mean, no one's perfect. I turn it over. Everyone turns it over, and I'm sure. I know actually for a fact that Coach Holly's pulled his hair out in my 4 years with some of my decision making. But I think especially these last 2 years, just getting to play more, getting a better feel for the game. The game's really slowing down for me, and I think especially this year, even more so than last year, I'm seeing things develop as before they really do, and I'm starting to think and play one step ahead. So I'd like to think my decision making in that area has really improved. So.
Our guest is Jordan Lewis here at halftime, and your graduation day is approaching. What are you going to do after school?
I've actually been accepted to a grad school in Chicago, so I'm really excited about that. I'm actually from Quincy, Illinois originally, so my family, we go to Chicago all the time, and it's probably one of my favorite cities, if not my favorite city in the country. So I'm really excited to kind of start that next chapter and see what awaits me there.
What school and what are you going to be doing in grad school?
It's the Chicago School of Professional Psychology, and I actually have, right now I've been accepted into the master's program. I actually have an interview this coming Monday for the doctoral program, so I'll try to go straight to my doctorate program. It's a little shorter. Try to get in and get out in a little shorter time. But what I want to do is get my doctorate in clinical psychology and specialize in child and adolescent psychology and help with kids. So
You know, we've talked about this as well. You're coaching here in the Mabee Center. You do a little bit of that. Is that where your interest in psychology kind of comes from, working with kids like that?
Yeah, absolutely. The coaching was definitely a big part of it, and also my two younger siblings. We're 7 years apart, so when they were born, I actually had a big part to play in raising them. I would like to think. I mean, I look back at old pictures and I would be holding both of them and feeding them. I never changed them. That I didn't want to get all involved in that. Yeah, absolutely. But you know, I definitely, and especially now that they're getting older, they come to me for a lot of stuff. So I think just the way that I helped to raise them, it kind of instilled that attitude in me of wanting to help people, and especially the younger generation. So.
Are you a protector? Do you like to protect those two?
Absolutely. Man, there's been a lot of, especially with my sister, you know, she's getting to the high school age where boys and stuff are becoming an interest. So I got to make sure that, you know, she's keeping her mind right and keeping her head on straight when it comes to that. So, yeah.
And for any prospective boyfriends, keep in mind Jordan is a shooter. So let's just say that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. They can figure the rest out.
How about your brother? He's made kind of a splash in high school basketball. Tell us his story.
The kid loves basketball. I think he's going to give me a run for my money in terms of being in the gym and hours spent. I remember in the past few years, you know, when he's decided basketball has been more important to him, he's texting me and calling me to come pick him up to get in the gym on days where maybe I planned on taking a day off. So he pushes me, and I certainly push him. And if I would like to think played a big part in, you know, some of his success in basketball, kind of teaching him some of the things I know as well as my dad. But you know, he works extremely hard, and I'm really proud of the success he's having this year as a freshman starting varsity. It makes me really proud to go to the games and watch him. And he wears my number that I wore in high school, so that was kind of a proud moment for me as well. So.
To wrap this up, one of the things I think is very interesting about you is you stay in your hometown to go to college, and not a lot of kids would do that. So how has that worked out for you?
It's been really good. I like it because my family is really close-knit. From my siblings, we have a great relationship, but also my parents are, they had me at a young age, so my parents and I also have a relationship where it's, especially now that I'm getting older, it's not just parents, but I see them as people I can go and talk to when I'm having issues about anything, and especially my dad. So I've liked that I can be close enough to, if I'm having some struggles, especially with basketball and stuff like that, I can be close enough to go talk to them. But I also stay on my own. I have a place to myself. So that has also given me the independence and everything that I need moving forward with graduating soon and really being on my own, you know, hours away. I think it's been a good balance of an experience for me. So I've enjoyed it for sure.
Jordan, your college basketball career probably down to single digits now, the number of games remaining. And how would you like that last game to end?
With a win, first and foremost. But something that's really hit me this year, as you say, as the games are kind of winding down, is really not taking, you know, every practice, every second, every game for granted. Everyone used to say play every game like it's your last, and it's kind of cliche, but with this being my senior year, that's been something I try to tell myself every single day. Every practice is getting down to the last one I'll ever play. So that last game for me, I just want it to be, I don't want to leave anything out there. I don't want to leave any regrets on. I wish I would have played harder. Granted, not every shot's going to go in. I'd like for him to, and I'm certainly going to try to make every shot go in. But I just want to, at the end of the day, when I play that last game, I want to look back and say, you know, that I left everything out there. So